Well, we got it done. That's it. And get to play this next week, which is our goal every year. And I'm just very happy for this team. They've done a lot of good things, not just their performance on the field, but just they become a team. I can't say enough about the kids that aren't playing every day that have still bought in and we're totally engaged in this journey. And the players on the field were just fabulous. I think we've grown up a lot. Told you that this junior class is pretty special, but we have a lot of kids right now that I think have really come a long ways. And I could talk all night about each of them, but it all kind of came together. And we work for this. We start in September. We work every year for this, and sometimes you can walk away and have this feeling, and then there's sometimes when you fall a little bit short. But like I've said throughout the week, I don't live in the past. I live in today and today's moment, where my feet are, and I'm just very happy right now for this group of young ladies for what they've done.
Questions for the student athletes?
Alyssa, I saw you talking with Taylor throughout the game. How important was that relationship, not only today, but this whole season and going back to this?
Yeah, I texted Tay at the beginning of this year, and I told her that I was going to do everything I can to help her, not only her, but the rest of the senior class on finishing their career the way it should be finished and going all the way. Tay always just pumps me up, gets me going as I go out there, and just tells me that no one can beat me.
Alyssa, what did you think of Jesse's?
Oh yeah, I take no credit for any of it. It was literally all of the defense and the bats.
How did it feel to get out of that bases loaded jam with nobody out?
I think that was probably one of the best feelings that I've ever felt. You got to dig deep and you got to bear down.
What did Taryn say to you when she walked to the circle?
To trust my pitches, and they can't beat me on my best pitches, so to challenge each hitter.
What was going through your head when the bases were loaded and you were standing there?
That I was going to get out of it. I wasn't even really worried about the bases loaded. I was more focused on each pitch.
What about you, Deja? What's going through your mind?
About the bases loaded or just about? Bases loaded, I had full confidence in her. I knew her drop was working that inning and we were getting them to chase it. So I knew our defense, whether it was put in play, we were going to get out of it or Denham was going to get out of it herself.
Mike, what did that moment spell out for you? Listen, get out of that.
Well, I thought it was a game changer. I really do. I think her getting out of that inning was huge for our momentum, and I think it really sparked our team. I mean, once we got out of that, then I think everyone felt very good about the rest of the game. But it shows me that she's grown up a lot too. In that moment, the one thing we've talked about was being able to handle the big moment. Well, that's about as big as it gets, and she handled it quite well.
Alyssa, Coach Smith talked about his relationship with you and bringing you to a visit when you were transferring, and you guys had a little bit of an embrace there at the end. What did he say to you, and kind of walk us through that?
Yeah, well, he's known me for a pretty long time. He coached my sister at McNeese, and Ole Miss is a great place, but when I came on my visit here, it just felt like home, and I just knew that there was nowhere else that I wanted to go but here. And he just told me that he was so proud of me, and he's seen me grow.
For Alyssa Cardozo, there's 2 years here in the last few that you haven't been able to be on the field, and now you were. You hit a home run in the final game. You guys are going to OKC. What does that mean to you to be able to help your team on the field?
Yeah, it means a lot. I've had my ups and downs, and I think a big part of me coming back has been my teammates and my coaches and, just the support system I have. So being able to come on the field and perform for them is just being able to give back to what they've done for me.
You guys not able to get the thing off the wall, or what happened with that?
Wait,
You
what?
guys ran out to the World Series thing?
Oh yeah, we were putting the sticker up for the 23. Yeah, we were just putting a sticker up.
What would you guys say, each one of you guys, has been the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome leading up to this point to be able to get back to Oklahoma throughout your career here in Arizona?
I would definitely say team chemistry. the past couple years that I've been here, we just haven't meshed. And I think this year everyone truly bought into what coach was selling: underclassmen, upperclassmen, bench players, starters. So I think we truly just bought in, and we worked as a unit. Our motto this year is one team, one heartbeat, and it definitely showed on the field, which is why we finally broke the curse and we're going to where we should be.
Yeah, I think team chemistry and just trusting one another. That if one of us can't get the job done, then someone else is right there behind us to pick each other up. And just the confidence that like the coaches showed to us and that we have in the coaches, and just really working together and being strong for each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think they hit it on the head. Like, we've had some rough years, but I think this year we've definitely come together. We've definitely worked together as a team. You know, we've been through it all, and we've just been through each other. We've been there for each other through the whole thing, and it's just incredible just to see the team that we are.
Anything else for the players? Okay, thanks, guys. Questions for Coach?
Mike, you've had when Bowen had 2 strikes out before she hit the ball out there. You called time and went and talked to her. What was that about?
Yeah, well, I was just telling her, our whole approach today with the first pitcher was to make sure that we kept pressure between our knees so that we could make adjustments with the speed of the pitch. And the one thing I didn't want us to do is start getting in pull mode. And so it was, I think about the second inning, I told them, you either have to pick one or the other. We were trying to cover both the off-speed pitch and the hard stuff. And she was giving you enough of both that you could sit on one or the other. And that was basically our adjustment. And in order to do that, as a hitter, you have to keep pressure between your knees or else the off-speed pitch will eat you up.
Mike Smith said that the sun was a pretty big home field disadvantage for them.
Well, I mean, the sun was in our favor, but we play a lot of games with sun, and the one thing that you have to do is your outfielders have to be comfortable knowing that they can use their glove or they can change their angle. Even with sunglasses on, sometimes it can be difficult. But yeah, that was a key turning point, I think, of the game when she lost the ball in the sun and we ended up scoring 3 runs that inning, I think.
Are you comfortable saying your team's peaking going into the series?
I'm saying right now our team's playing well. We're playing well as a team, and I know what it takes in Oklahoma City. It's a grind, every pitch, every at bat. You can't get ahead of yourself, and you can't worry about what happened. And then you have to have the ball bounce the right way. But it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be, we have to pitch well, we have to play good defense well, and we have to have timely hitting. And I thought this weekend we had all of those. So if that's a definition of me feeling good about the team, I definitely do.
Mike, Malia was 3 for her last 38 coming into this series, and it just seemed like she caught fire. Where was she mentally, and what kept her in that spot?
Well, Malia, if I had to give an award to the most improved player this year, it would be Malia Martinez. I think she's just finally matured from the young lady that I recruited. Basically, when we got her here, she was a much better defensive player than she was an offensive player, but she's worked really hard, and I think she's now kind of getting some confidence and swinging the bat. She's got great bat speed. She used to chase a lot. She used to pull a lot. And now she stays inside the ball and really does a good job with the off-speed pitch. Hits the ball the opposite field well. I think it's maturity. I think it's that database that young players have to go through to finally figure it out. And it's just like, I think, Alyssa, her last at bat, her first 2 at bats, I said, Alyssa, man, you're jumpy up there right now, and you're jumpy like you're trying to face 70 miles an hour. I said, you need to calm everything down, be soft, and see the ball deep and trust your hands, And they're still kids. I mean, they still need reminders, and sometimes your reminders work, and sometimes your reminders don't. But that's coaching.
Mike has 7 times almost worn on you, and at the same time, you guys made it. Does this one feel sweeter because it's been almost?
Well, it's sweet because maybe I won't have to answer that anymore, to be honest with you.
Coach, talk about Jesse's defense, especially in the sixth inning.
Jesse Harper looked like Derek Jeter tonight. I mean, absolutely phenomenal defensive plays. She was huge, you know. And Jesse usually is known for her bat, but works very hard every day on ground ball work, and we take a lot of pride in being able to make the routine play. But she made some tough plays tonight and made them quite well. So I was very, very excited for her.
You have a collection of those like OKC hats.
You know, I don't. I couldn't tell you where. Can't even tell you where my Olympic stuff is right now. You know, it's maybe someday when I ride off in the sunset, I'll want to go through memory lane and look at it. But right now, I just kind of, you know, keep plugging forward. And you know, every year, win, lose, or draw is, I think you learn from it. I think a lot of times you learn more from your failures than you do your successes. And I think for a long time, we made it look quite easy to get to Oklahoma City. But truthfully, with the new format and the parity in this country, it's the toughest part is getting there. You know, and so when people ask me, does it wear on you? Well, obviously it wears on you, but I promise you each and every year, we're trying to do our very best to feel this moment. And it takes a team to do that. And I think if there's one thing I will reiterate with what they said is this group of young ladies have become a team. And, you know, we started off in September, and the first thing I did this year is I brought a group in called the Program, and it's a Navy SEALs training, one day on